we're going to be talking today about a restaurant that we went to very recently down in DC, Karma Modern Indian Cuisine.
What you want me to say?
Are we about to turn this off?
What?
Come on, I'm not doing this by myself.
What you want me to say?
Talk about it.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about it.
No,
all right, well.
You wanted me to start it off, so I started it off. Now you keep going.
All right, look. So we went to Karma Modern. It's an Indian, like I said, it's an Indian cuisine spot. We went last weekend on Sunday. I don't know what the date was. Today is the 27th, so it might have been the 20th, I guess. On January 20th, 2024. We've been dying to go back because we went one time before. I actually went before me and her went. So this is my third time going and your second, right?
Yeah, it's my second.
Your second time. So
I won a bet, so we got to go back.
Yeah, we bet on like the a basketball playoff series. I picked the Celtics. She picked Miami.
And I won that. Yes.
Yeah. So I owed her, and I've been owing her this shit since as you can imagine, that was back in the damn springtime of last year. So she cashed in 8 months later. But she picked Karma Modern. She been wanting to go back, period. Every time I've been, I liked it. So I wasn't mad at that. So we went. We had a 5 o'clock booking time because on Sundays they open up at 5 o'clock. I don't know if that's every day. I don't know, but on Sundays for sure they open at 5 p.m. and we was the first ones there. We walk in, they seat us. When you go in, the ambiance is just amazing. It's real. It's nice. It's clean. It was real quiet because nobody else was in there for sure. They got a couple different seating arrangements too because the last time when we went for the first time together, they had us like sitting in front of the kitchen.
It was like what would be considered the chef's table. They don't cook directly in front of us, but you can sit at like a bar style type of seating, and you look over and you can see all the chefs working in the kitchen. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. So we they give us our seat.
This time we sat at a table.
Yeah, we sat at a table this time. We sat at a table. They give us the menus. We trying to figure out what we want. I always try to pick something different. I never like to get the same things. I typically, whenever I go to a restaurant, I typically like to try between two options. Either what their specialty is, what they known for, or I try to get something. If what they known for is something I can make at home, or I usually make, I try to steer clear of stuff that I eat normally at home that I normally make. You know what I'm saying? So, and if I go back to a restaurant more than once, I don't like to try the same things. I like to try different dishes. So this time I wanted, they're known for their butter chicken. And the little interesting story about the butter chicken is that I didn't know the difference between curry chicken and butter chicken. I didn't know. For a long time, when I first went to Karma by myself, I was in this mood for wanting curry chicken. I wanted some type of chicken that was soupy. The whole time, I kept calling it curry chicken. I couldn't find nowhere in DC that made good curry chicken. Curry chicken that I thought was curry chicken that really wasn't curry chicken what I wanted. But I couldn't find nowhere in DC. There's not a lot of spots in DC that sell like a lot of Jamaican food or Caribbean food or a lot of good Caribbean food anyway. So when I went there on my own, I asked them what they was known for, and I had a waitress. She said, "We know for our butter chicken. It's very good." When they brought the butter chicken out, that's when I realized, like, this is what I've been wanting. It's not curry chicken. It's called butter chicken. Ah, okay. So they known for their butter chicken, but I had that before, so I didn't want to try that this time. I wanted to try something different. So this time.
So when we got seated, we got our drinks first. He likes whiskey, so he got like a whiskey style. He ordered a whiskey style drink, and I don't remember what I got. But while we were waiting for our drinks, we got our amuse-bouche, which was these tiny little like teacups filled with like a lentil soup. It was really good. Right, Barry?
It was good. Really good.
It It was really, really good. And me personally, I love restaurants where you go there and they give you free food. You know what I'm saying? And Amuse Bouches, you're not paying for this. I mean, maybe in a way you're paying for it because if their prices are a little bit inflated, then yeah, you can say you're paying for it. But it's just something that they have. It's almost like a nice starter to your meal to kind of, excuse me, prepare your taste buds, prepare your palate, right?
It's my first time here.
They gave it to us before though.
I ain't retained what it was called. I ain't saying it's my first time having it, but I ain't know what it's Amuse.
It's an amuse bouche.
Amuse like amusement park.
That's what I use to be able to say it, but it's like a French word. I don't know what it means in their language, but it's just, like it's like the little thing that kind of like, it's like the opening to a course meal.
Yeah, so they just bring it out to you. It ain't nothing that you request. Nope. If y'all clueless like me, new to some of this stuff, I eat at these places, but I don't know what these things are called. I didn't know they had names for them. But yeah, they just bring it to you. Yeah. You give it to you, and it was good.
It was real good. It was a lentil soup. It came in like a little teacup. It was very, very
had delicious. These little red dots in it. What was the red dot?
Probably like some oil or something.
Oil or something. Man, it was good. It was very good. It tastes as good as it looked.
Yeah. And then we received our drinks. And because we got the amuse-bouche before our drinks got served to us. So we received our amuse-bouche, which was the lentil soup. Then we got our drinks. Do you remember what your drink was? I don't remember.
I don't remember the name of it.
His was like a whiskey
but it was
drink.
Strong. Yeah, it was something strong, though.
Mine was also like a whiskey drink, but it was supposed to be sweet. Strong. And it was purple, and it was disgusting. He liked it. So I just gave it to him. And I got the drink.
I'm going to tell you, it ain't necessarily that I liked it. It's just I'll drink it. If it got alcohol in it, I'll drink it.
But you said you liked it.
I thought it wasn't bad.
I thought it was disgusting.
It wasn't bad.
I asked for something sweet, and it wasn't sweet. In my opinion, it wasn't sweet. It was more like on the sour side. I didn't like it. It wasn't good. I'm not big on alcohol though, so you can't really 100% take my word. You can take my word if I say it's good. If it's good, it's good. But if I say it's nasty, you can't really trust my word on my taste of alcohol when it comes to bad. Because if I can taste the alcohol in it, I probably don't like it.
Yeah, you told them you ain't like it, and they took it back to recommend you something else.
Yeah.
My question was, I don't know what they was going to do with the drink when they took it. I didn't know was they going to charge us for it. I don't think they probably weren't going to charge us for it.
They was just probably going to pour it out.
Replace it, yeah, but they was going to pour it out. I said, hey, they took it all the way to the bar.
He was like,
I thought about it. I said, hey, bring that drink back. I'll drink it. Mm-hmm. There ain't no sense of wasting no good alcohol. So I drank mine and I drank hers. And they brought her a new drink.
So then our waiter actually suggested to me to get this drink called the Navigator, which I ended up ordering it, and it was really good. It actually had like a nice little feature to it where they had like a slice of lime, I think, in there. They lit it on fire, and then they shook some cinnamon into it, and it looked like it was like raining fireflies. It was cool. And it was good. The drink was really good. So for an appetizer, we ordered the fried red snapper. It was delicious.
It was good.
The only thing that would have made it better is some hot sauce.
It came with tartar sauce. I like tartar sauce, so it worked for me.
I don't like tartar sauce on my fried fish, but I dipped it in that, and it was good. It was good. That fried fish was good. Fried red snapper. I've never had fried red snapper before. It was really, really good. It would have been better with some hot sauce. But without the hot sauce, it was really good. So after that, they actually brought us out a palate cleanser, which was a spoon that had a frozen... It tasted like frozen watermelon juice.
Yeah, but a little sweeter. Yeah.
Yeah. And, it was frozen. You just put it in... Yeah, and you just... put it in your mouth, and it's supposed to cleanse your palate and prepare you for the main course, which then came out. And then
we ordered our entrees. I ended up getting a lamb meatball type of entree. I wanted to jump out there. I mean, I like lamb. It was a meatball. I was like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's up with that. I'm gonna try that out.
When it came out, it looked small.
Yeah, it came out. When it came out, it was just like one meatball, like one big meatball, and then it had this like silver foil on it. So I'm like, dang, it got aluminum foil over part of it. I ain't think nothing of it. I'm just like, I'm gonna just peel that shit off and eat it. You know what I'm saying? But then she told me, she was like, that is actually a garnish. You eat the. I said, you eat the. It's for you eat the foil. She's like, yeah, you eat that. You eat the foil. I'm like, what? So they was right. She even told the waiter. She's like, hey, this is a garnish, right? Brought the waiter over. He was like, yeah, you can eat the silver foil. I'm like, bet. So I'm looking at it. It looks small. I'm like, but it worked out.
It was like an iceberg. It was bigger under the sauce.
Yeah, it had sauce. It was like, yeah, to explain it, it was like a meatball in a bowl full of sauce. The sauce kind of filled up over half of the meatball, so the meatball was just kind of peeking out of the sauce. So you couldn't really tell how big it was because most of it was under the sauce. But yeah, when I started eating it, I walked away full for sure. It worked out.
So I ordered the lamb curry. Mind you, these dishes actually have different names, but they're not names that we can pronounce. But I ordered the lamb curry, and then I got the garlic naan to go with it. And my meal was delicious, but I didn't jump out of the box. He actually tried something different. I believe I got the same thing that I ordered the last time we went, which is a habit of mine, and I really need to try to expand. And I said, when we go to Karma again, I'll get something different because their food is delicious.
It's good. Yeah, I wouldn't mind anytime we go by. I don't like to do restaurants more than once typically because I always like to try something new. But I like Karma. I wouldn't mind. It's a couple restaurants that I don't ever really mind frequenting, and Karma is one of them.
Yeah, because their food is delicious.
You end up getting rice with it. You got some rice. And
yeah, it came with like some jasmine rice.
The rice came with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I ordered the garlic naan additionally, which was cool. So then after we had our main dishes, we decided to get some dessert.
Always gotta get dessert. I'm a dessert head.
Wes got a peach
cheesecake
tart. I believe that was what it was called, a peach cheesecake tart. And I can't pronounce what it was, but it was pretty much yellow lentils mashed down into like, it looked like sweet potatoes on my plate. We'll have pictures up so you can see it. But it looked like sweet potatoes. It was sweet. It was warm. It was good. His was real good. Mine was good. I wouldn't get it again. But
I like mine a lot. My peach cheesecake tart was real good.
And we were concerned because it was like, a peach.
Yeah.
That might not be good, but it was real good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really good. Mine, we didn't know how that was going to be. We had to Google it to see what it was going to look like. I was like, I don't know. But I tried it. I jumped out on a limb and I tried it because I said I was going to start trying to really be, like open up my palate and try different things. When I went to Mexico with my mom and my cousin, we were trying different restaurants and they were acting real crazy about all the foods. I remember I felt a little bit embarrassed. Sorry, Mom. I felt very embarrassed. We're at these restaurants and my mom was like, oh, well, what is this? And I'm not eating that and they ain't got nothing normal. And let's just go to the what is it called? Buffet. Let's just go to the buffet. And I'm like, we're at this all-inclusive hotel with all these different restaurants. Let's just try what they got. And they was just acting real crazy. And I was like, man, this must be how I be acting. I need to get myself together and open myself up to just try more things and not constantly. Because I'm normally the person to be like, yeah, can I get that? But can I get it without this, and can we substitute that? And da-da-da-da. So I'm really trying to cut that out. So with this dessert, I ain't like how it looked, but I was trying to open myself up to taste it.
That's good.
And it wasn't bad.
It's good. I'm telling you, when you go to these type of restaurants, these like highly touted restaurants,
yeah, especially
if it's rated by like the customers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if it's like a highly rated restaurant that customers rate, because you got people, professionals that go, and rated a lot of these restaurants. A lot of your favorite restaurants, a lot of these most popular restaurants aren't that great. Fogo de Chao.
Yeah.
What else? Fogo de Chao always stick out to me as a whack at that. The food is not good. Ambiance great. The food is not great.
It's a lot of places that we've been to that you would think because they're expensive or because they're affiliated with a name or anything that it's just going to be good. Because it's like, oh, people go there all the time. They charge this much money. Why wouldn't it be good? Yeah. And it's not.
And it's
not always good. We went to this restaurant that was at the Four Seasons, the Bourbon, over in D.C.
The Bourbon.
We saw basketball players eating there, and the food wasn't good. I wouldn't want to go back.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back either. So, but for the places, like if I use the Open Table app. I recommend using the Open Table app because for me, 9 times out of 10, it don't steer me wrong. If I find a restaurant on there with a high rating, you know what I'm saying, a review rating by the consumers, they usually spot on. And I say all that to say, if you go to a place that's kind of known as, known for their good food, the food is good quality, it's safe to probably experiment with food that you normally wouldn't eat. Because a lot of time it's probably going to be good. That's why I go and I experiment when I go to these places that I pick. I pick them because they highly rated. So I'm like, okay, if I pick this, that sound crazy, a peach cheesecake, ain't nothing normally I would pick. You know what I'm saying? But being that Karma made it, and I trust the restaurant themselves, I trust their desserts. So I said, as long as it's nothing I'm allergic to, I'll give it a shot. And it usually works out for me. It usually works out for me.
That being said, we went to an extremely highly rated Michelin restaurant while we were out in Santorini. They gave us a mushroom macaroon. And here I am trying to be, because we went to Santorini literally right off the heels of me coming back from that Mexico trip. So I was deep in ashamed, feeling like, oh, I can't be acting like how, my family was acting. I need to just eat this stuff. So he placed this mushroom macaroon, and it was an amuse-bouche. So he was just like, oh, you got to eat the whole thing to get all the flavors. And I ate the whole thing like a fool, knowing that I don't like mushrooms. It doesn't matter. It was disgusting. It was disgusting, and I had to struggle through eating it and swallowing it because I didn't want to spit it up at the table. However, that being said, just because it's a really good restaurant and they make good food, if you notice you just don't like something, don't even push yourself to try to eat something that you absolutely don't like, because it doesn't really matter how good a person make it. If you just don't like that, you're just not gonna like it. It doesn't matter, because I don't like mushrooms. I don't care what you give me. I'm not going to like mushrooms. I can always taste it. It doesn't matter how much you blend it up or anything like that. If it's in there, I know it tastes off, because there's something about mushrooms I don't like. So, that being said, it's good to try new things. It's always good to try new things. But if you know it's just something that you absolutely don't like, don't sacrifice yourself to try to taste something different.
I agree with that.
But, that was everything that we had there. That's pretty much our thoughts on the experience. So now we are going to give our rating.
No, it's a Michelin.
Oh yeah, it's a what is the name
Bib Gourmand.
Yes, it's rated as Bib Gourmand under Michelin. So it doesn't have a Michelin star, but it is considered a place that serves delicious food for good prices. So the food is delicious, but it's not really expensive. And they were actually on the Michelin list for 2019, 20, and 21. Mm-hmm. So
they're still on it.
Yeah.
If you get the app, the Michelin, they have an app. This will pop up on the app as a place. It don't have a Michelin star. To get a star is the goal for a restaurant. But they have restaurants with recommendations that they recommend.
Yeah.
That's probably just up under getting a star.
Yeah.
And this is one of them. Definitely one of my favorite restaurants I've been to. I've been to a lot of restaurants, and this is on my list as one of my favorites. So.
Yeah. So for the rating, for food, I would give it a 5.
Okay, let them know the scale is from 1 to 5.
1 to 5
5 being the best,
One being the worst.
1 being the worst. You know what I'm saying? So you give it a 5.
I give it a 5.
I give it a 5 too. I've been 3 times, and I've liked everything I got. I definitely recommend their butter chicken if you want to try something safe. Get the butter chicken with the rice, and they give you the bread. What's it, the naan bread?
They don't give it to you. You got to order.
Oh, you got to order it? Whatever.
But,
it's worth it. You
but
got to
it's
order
still,
it.
it's real delicious.
Yeah,
it's nice and soft and buttery.
Very,
It's
very
really
good.
good.
Very, very, very good.
So as far as the ambience, it's not like a tiny space, but it's small. It's not like a super large restaurant, and it's very quaint. You're not squeezed up against anybody. I feel like the ambience for me is a 5.
I agree too. It's like you say, it's small.
It's very nice.
It's small. It's not. It's small, but it's nice. Like you walk in there, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
I like the way the bar looks. Always that kind of gets me. The bar can kind of win me over. If they got a nice bar, that wins me over a lot. But the lighting and the decor, everything is nice in there. I definitely give it I give it a 5 also for ambiance.
And the service, I give it a 5. We actually had a server that was still training. So
Yeah.
we had 2 servers. The one that was training, he's training, so he's still learning stuff. However, the service was still a 5. Like, we didn't miss out on anything when we had the little situation with the drink. I am afraid to send stuff back when it comes to drinks. I'll send my food back. I don't normally send my alcohol back because I'm not a drinker, so I don't really know the rules on that. However, it was our waiter who was like, "Don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll take it and get you the navigator. The navigator, you'll like the navigator, And he was right. And like it was just the service. I feel like was just really, really good.
Right. Service, I give it a 5 too. I had no issues. They was real nice, respectful. They always checked in on us. It wasn't like a moment in time where we was like, "Where's our waiter?" That happens to us a lot. Go to a lot of places and like, "Man, the waiter stepped away. Where they go?"
And he never come back.
And he never come back.
But
yeah.
it wasn't. But it was also not a situation where the waiter was like just hovering around us either.
Yeah, it wasn't too much because that can be an issue too.
Yeah.
We went to a place today. I almost felt like that a little bit today, but I think the dude he was coming serving people right next. So we was kind of bunched up in the space. Yeah. But he kept walking back. I'm like, "Damn, this nigga back again." Like, damn, like you come back too much. So you got to find that fine space, and they mastered that fine space. So I give it a 5 for service.
Yeah, and then the price range it's not super expensive. Like well, I don't know. You're more aware than I am.
The price ranges is cool. I wouldn't say it ain't cheap.
It's like mid range. It's not super expensive. Like
that's why they on the bid Gourmand because you get good food for decent prices. And the thing is that I'm gonna tell you, for everything that we ordered, the bill came up to just under $200 for the both of us. But a lot of times their drinks ain't cheap. I think my drink was $17.
And technically, we got 3 drinks.
We got 3 drinks.
So
that's about between $50 and $60 right there. Between $45 and $60 right there, just on drinks alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got desserts.
2 desserts.
Two desserts, 2 entrees, and we got an appetizer.
Yeah.
So, all of that at a great restaurant with like great food and good ambiance for under $200. Sometimes I've been to a place where it's almost $200 a person. Food not as good.
Yeah.
So.
And they give you good portions.
So, if you just going in there trying to get something quick, I'm sure you can get away. If you just go in there for an entree, you probably spend about $30.
Yeah.
30, not including the tip. You got a tip. So I'm not including the tip. And my 200 is including the tip. I think it came up to 160. It came up to like 170. And the tip pushed it up to like close to 200. So man, just because I like the restaurant, I like the food, I'm gonna give it the price range of 5 as well. Because it's like, what more do you want? It was worth it.
What the food that you receive and the quantity that you receive, and then everything that you kind of get along with it, it makes sense for the price. You're getting a lot for the price. You're getting an amuse-bouche. You're getting a palate cleanser. You know, like they give you additional things, and it's good, and the food is good. They give you good portions as well. So, you know, like I give it a 5. So overall, they got a 5.
We got to come up with our own rating. Like Mission got to stuff. If you get 5, we got to give it the Quipping Cap something.
We got to figure it out.
We're gonna come up with it because they gonna get, if you get 5 for everything, you gonna get some type of star or something from us.
Something, a thumbs up, a high five.
So we're gonna come up with something. But whatever,
something.
If somebody get 5 for everything, if we rate them a 5 for everything, you get. Yeah, you're going to get something. We're going to come up with something, some type of logo. That's something we're going to work on. But they get that.
Yeah.
So when we come out with it later and y'all watch this video after we come out with it, and just know they got that.
Yeah. Pretty much Karma, we highly recommend it. You should try it. It's right downtown on...
It's on 6th and I Street. Like I think it's at 611 I Street.
It's right down the street from the Capital One.
Yeah, the Capital One Arena. Yep, it's around the Capital One Arena down there in that area, off a little side street.
Yep.
If you know where, what is the place? It ain't Yardbird. It's on 6 and I. I can tell you.
Yard
that.
House.
Yard
it's
House.
down the street from Yard House.
Yeah, like a block away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A block back.
Right, City Center.
Yep.
You know, it's right there in the heart of downtown.
Yep, and it's not expensive. And did they charge that stupid service charge that those places down there be trying to charge?
No.
And they don't charge that service charge.
Nope, they don't.
I'm on strike from all restaurants that be doing those service charges, and Karma don't do that.
I just got hit with one when I went to Ben's. I didn't know what to do.
They supposed to tell you in advance.
They put the service charge on the receipt, and then I saw the tip, the 15% tip on the receipt was the same as the service charge on the. So I'm like, okay, is that the tip? It's the same.
Yeah, it's the tip.
I still tip the extra, but it's like it confuses me. I don't want to be like a scumbag and not tip.
But see, but they're being a scumbag because when they do that, they're supposed. That's for another time.
I'm still trying to figure that service charge thing out.
Overall, we highly recommend Karma.
Yeah,
highly recommend.
Highly recommend it.
Great restaurant. You might even run into us down there. And we really just recommend that y'all go check them out. You know, we're not being sponsored. So, but we recommend it. It's delicious. You know, like you're looking for something good, it's Indian food. So you got to be willing for a little bit of spice. But if you are looking for some modern Indian food, nice, quiet atmosphere, but they got good music. It's really not quiet. It was quiet when we were there, but that's because they had just opened. However, it's real good vibes, real nice location. So if you're looking for something like that, you should most definitely try it.
I agree. That's it?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Nothing else to say? Thanks for tuning in. Until the next one, we got a million restaurants to do. Restaurants we're going to try. Restaurants that we've tried already that we're going to talk about. Endless. So, you know, you're looking for recommendations, reviews on restaurants and hotels and anything else?
Check us out.
Check us out. Subscribe. Quipping Cap. Yeah. YouTube. Subscribe.
And like. And we just appreciate y'all watching our videos, and y'all have a good day.
All right. Peace. We out.
Bye.